Hey everyone! Have you ever found yourself wondering if there's more to life than what's right in front of you? I know I have. Today we're delving into a fascinating topic, life after a spiritual awakening. It's like discovering a whole new dimension to your existence. Imagine this, what if your regular, everyday life became this incredible adventure? Well, that's kind of what happens when you go through a spiritual awakening. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses that let you see the world in a completely different way. In this video, we're going to unravel what happens during this mind-blowing experience. First off, we'll talk about how your perspective on everything, from yourself to the people around you, even the world, suddenly shifts. It's like gaining a superpower of awareness that lets you connect the dots in ways you never did before. Sounds cool, right? And then there's this thing called mindfulness. It's not just a buzzword, it's about really being present in the moment. After a spiritual awakening, people often find themselves appreciating the little things, finding joy in simple experiences, and feeling more connected to everything around them. But wait, there's more. We'll explore how your sense of time might change. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, you become more focused on enjoying the present. It's like hitting the pause button on stress and learning to savor each moment. And here's the kicker, your ego takes a bit of a backseat. You become less caught up in the drama of who you think you should be and start embracing who you are. It's a journey towards authenticity and a deeper understanding of yourself. Now, I know this all might sound a bit out there, but trust me, it's fascinating. So, if you're up for a mind-expanding adventure, join me as we explore the intriguing world of life after a spiritual awakening. Get ready to see life in a whole new light. It will be an eye-opener. Let's dive in. After you have been spiritually awakened, your perception of life changes. You no longer view life through the veil of your separate sense of self. Instead of perceiving life as separate from you, you now have this recognition that everything is one and separation is an illusion. The way you perceive people and the life around you changes as well. You see people as one with you, no longer posing judgments and interpretations towards people around you. Whether that person is behaving good or bad, you feel this deep sense of compassion and love towards them. One of the immediate effects of a spiritual awakening is a heightened sense of awareness. Individuals may become more attuned to their thoughts, emotions, and the world around them. This increased awareness often leads to a greater sense of presence and mindfulness as individuals learn to live in the moment rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. The newfound clarity allows them to perceive life from a broader perspective, fostering a sense of inner peace and acceptance. Emotionally, a spiritual awakening can bring about a range of experiences. Some individuals may undergo a period of intense joy and euphoria as they feel a deep connection to the divine or a profound understanding of the universe. Others may experience a sense of purging or release, shedding old emotional baggage and making room for healing and growth. It's not uncommon for people to go through a roller coaster of emotions during this period as they navigate the internal changes triggered by the awakening. On a mental level, a spiritual awakening often leads to a shift in beliefs and perspectives. Individuals may question previously held convictions and societal norms, seeking a deeper understanding of the nature of reality and their existence. This can result in a period of introspection and reevaluation of priorities as individuals align their lives with newfound spiritual insights. Here goes another question. Does this mean having a spiritual awakening will completely get rid of the ego? The simple answer is no. You will continue to have an ego even if you are spiritually awakened. The only difference is that after your spiritual awakening, you no longer derive your sense of self from it anymore. This is not something to get rid of because you need the ego for navigation and assistance in this world. Imagine how your life would be if the ego was absent. Of course, it's going to be boring with no purpose at all since it plays a crucial role in the evolution of consciousness. After a spiritual awakening, the relationship with the ego typically undergoes a transformation rather than its complete elimination. The ego is a fundamental aspect of human consciousness that serves practical functions in navigating the physical world. It is involved in forming a sense of individual identity, making decisions, and interacting with the external environment. In the context of spiritual awakening, the transformation of the ego often involves a shift in its role and identification. Instead of being the sole driver of one's thoughts and actions, the ego may become a tool for navigating the material world. The emphasis shifts from ego-centered desires and attachments to a more balanced and harmonious engagement with life. While some spiritual teachings and experiences may describe a sense of ego dissolution or transcendence, it's essential to understand that the ego is a necessary aspect of human existence. It helps individuals function in the world, make choices, and maintain a sense of individuality. The goal is not to eliminate the ego but to transform its function and reduce its dominance in shaping one's identity and motivations. In the transformed state, the ego can be viewed as a servant rather than the master of consciousness. Individuals may use their ego as a practical tool for navigating daily life while recognizing the underlying unity of all existence. This shift often involves cultivating qualities such as humility, compassion, and self-awareness, which can guide decision-making in a more aligned and conscious way. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and self-inquiry are commonly employed to help individuals become aware of the ego's patterns and tendencies. By developing this awareness, individuals can choose how to respond to situations consciously rather than reacting based solely on ego-driven desires or fears. There have been misconceptions out there that say ego is a bad thing and it needs to go away as quickly as possible. That is not true because ego never existed in the first place. It's a subjective construct about who you are, that false sense of self with a history, a name, possessions, and a set of beliefs. The main purpose of spiritual enlightenment is not for you to abandon the ego. It is so that you can remember who you truly are. You are not the personality. You are not the storyteller of your life. You are that which observes the story, which you would call the conscious awareness, the formless essence, or the non-dual consciousness, and so on. That's who you truly are, not the ego. The main purpose of having a spiritual awakening is to rediscover what you have forgotten through the identification with the ego. After your spiritual awakening, you no longer see the ego as an enemy but as a mask you wear to play around with. You realize that it's just a mask you're wearing, sometimes with good expressions and sometimes with bad expressions. After your awakening, you are very clear about who you are without getting attached to the ego itself. Yes, for some individuals may change and for some may not. After your spiritual awakening, life goes on. But changes may occur in your life situation as well. Your life situation may change as part of the process of awakening, not because it is a must for it to change. The impact of a spiritual awakening on an individual's life situation can vary widely and is influenced by numerous factors, including the person's beliefs, choices, and the specific nature of their awakening experience. While a spiritual awakening can lead to profound internal changes, its effects on external circumstances are not always as immediate or predictable. For some individuals, a spiritual awakening prompts significant changes in their life situation. This could involve shifts in career, relationships, lifestyle choices, and priorities. The newfound awareness and understanding gained during the awakening may lead to a reevaluation of one's values, goals, and aspirations, prompting a realignment with a more authentic and purposeful life path. In certain cases, individuals may feel compelled to make radical changes, such as pursuing a different career that aligns with their spiritual values, ending toxic relationships, or adopting a simpler and more intentional lifestyle. The desire for authenticity and alignment with one's spiritual principles may guide decision-making, resulting in tangible shifts in external circumstances. On the other hand, not everyone undergoing a spiritual awakening experiences drastic changes in their external life situation. Some individuals may find that their awakening primarily influences their internal landscape, shaping their perceptions, attitudes, and responses to life events. They may continue with their existing career, relationships, and daily routines, but with a renewed sense of purpose, mindfulness, and a deeper connection to the present moment. It's essential to recognize that the process of integrating spiritual insights into one's life is ongoing and can take time. Immediate external changes may not always be feasible or practical. Some individuals may choose to incorporate their newfound awareness gradually, making intentional choices as opportunities arise. The main purpose of having a spiritual awakening is so that you can remember who you truly are, and the rest will be a byproduct. Yes, you may go through external changes, including body changes, lifestyle changes, and many more, but those things are byproducts and may not necessarily matter for some people. This will depend on each person and how your higher self wants it. Every journey is unique and personal, and this doesn't mean that everyone will go through external changes in their life situation. Some people may decide to live their regular lifestyle, keep their old job, or a relationship. Another question: does this mean that being awakened will take away the problems of life? And the answer is no. Having a spiritual awakening does not exclude the possibility of getting challenged by life. After your spiritual awakening, challenges become easier to navigate, whereas, before your awakening, they used to make you unhappy due to attaching mental narratives to them. The way you respond to challenges changes. This time, you no longer resist them but flow with the isness of what is. Life challenges are an inherent part of the human experience, and they do not necessarily disappear after a spiritual awakening. However, the way individuals approach and navigate challenges often transforms the process of spiritual awakening. One significant change is the shift in perspective that comes with increased awareness and spiritual understanding. Individuals who have undergone a spiritual awakening may view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning rather than mere obstacles. There is often a recognition that challenges are integral to the journey of self-discovery and spiritual evolution. The increased mindfulness and presence cultivated during a spiritual awakening can also impact how individuals respond to life challenges. They may find themselves better equipped to handle stress, uncertainty, and adversity with a sense of calm and resilience. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection become valuable tools in managing the emotional impact of challenges. Moreover, a spiritual awakening often leads to a reevaluation of priorities and values. Individuals may find that they are more aligned with their core beliefs and principles, which can guide them in making decisions during challenging times. This realignment can bring a sense of purpose and clarity, helping individuals navigate difficulties with a greater sense of direction. It's important to note that a spiritual awakening doesn't grant immunity from life's challenges. Instead, it provides individuals with a different perspective and a set of tools to engage with challenges more consciously. The process may involve confronting deep-seated patterns, facing unresolved issues, and embracing discomfort as part of the transformative journey. Furthermore, the support of a spiritual community or the guidance of mentors and teachers can be valuable resources during challenging times. Connecting with like-minded individuals who share similar values and perspectives can offer encouragement, understanding, and a sense of shared purpose. In essence, life after a spiritual awakening is characterized by an ongoing journey of self-discovery, conscious living, and a deepening connection with the spiritual aspect of existence. The individual becomes an active participant in shaping their reality, guided by a harmonious integration of the internal and external aspects of life. The spiritual journey is dynamic, ever-evolving, and a continual exploration of the profound mysteries of existence. As we conclude this journey together, I invite you to carry the essence of these insights into your own life. Embrace the transformative power of self-discovery, and may your path be illuminated by the light of mindfulness and purpose. If you found value in today's discussion, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. Your support allows us to continue exploring the depths of wisdom and inspiration. Remember, the journey doesn't end here, it's a continuous unfolding. Until we meet again, may you walk your path with intention and find joy in the journey. Thank you for joining us, and may your days be filled with peace and enlightenment. Namaste.